What up, everyone? I'm Heatfire. And recently, there's this video that's been going around about this woman who was taken to the Cheesecake Factory for a first date. And it wasn't good enough for her. She refused to get out of the car because, in her world, she looks too good to be taken to a commercial restaurant. And, ladies, you are allowed to think however you think about yourself, but are you really too good to get free food? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, if this is your first time here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share this video. I have a lot to talk about, and yeah, let's get it.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Mm-mm. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
So you notice how she's like, "Oh yeah, just go ahead and get in the car. We're gonna talk about it." Like she's got some pull in this whole situation. She ain't got a damn thing. She's lucky that he even wanted to take her out on a date to begin with. The entitlement, it's just beyond belief. I don't see how anyone can turn down free food. Me, myself, I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory, but damn, I mean, according to me, that's expensive. And I would be happy to even go or get invited to the Cheesecake Factory. Let's continue.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
so you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her.
Okay, so she says you're supposed to. No. Women, here's the thing. You're not entitled to a man's money. Same way a man's not entitled to your vagina. All right. I don't understand the whole, a man has to spend X amount of dollars just to take you out on a date. If that's the case, just tell him you're a prostitute. I mean, what's the difference? You want him to spend all this money, right? In hopes of getting sex. So if you just say it right out of the gate, like, hey, you know what? I charge X amount of dollars for my time. Let's just do that and then call it a night. To me, it's basically the same thing.
You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I
At the
went
Cheesecake
into this
Factory?
date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty
then-
nice, but I mean,
And then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date.
Yes, ladies, us men, we do have expectations for y'all. We expect you to be respectable, of course. We expect you to act like a lady. We expect you to give, affection, if that's what we're really looking for. We expect to have a good time. We don't want someone there who's going to be acting like a bitch the whole time. We don't want to hear all about your drama. Even though a lot of men aren't going to say that, we don't want to, basically hear you talk our ear off during the date. We want to talk about ourselves also. We want to get to know each other, and we want to see if we're compatible.
I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand.
That's a big thing for a lot of guys. Especially if we're going to be spending all this money on you, you're not even giving any kind of reciprocation back, saying, at least showing some body language that you are into us in some type of way. That's just going to turn a lot of guys off right out the gate. He might not even bring it up just because he's willing to make a good impression on you, because first impressions are everything, right? And she said, when was I, not being cooperative? Well, she wasn't being cooperative the moment she decided not to get out of the car, and then act like she's all that by saying, oh, this is the Cheesecake Factory. I'm not getting out this car. That's being disrespectful and uncooperative all at the same time.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
Again. I don't
we're
know
not there
yet.
Okay. And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay. Well, look at my planner where we were gonna go originally.
Okay, so she's, saying, "Oh, I feel like I've done everything that that I'm supposed to do." The only thing you're supposed to do is be on time. Look presentable, act like a lady, have fun. I mean, that's basically it. The moment you throw all that out the window and you want to, go ahead and act like you're running the date, which you're not, because the man is the one who's paying. He's out to show you a good time, and respectively, he's supposed to have a good time also. But when someone's offering you, especially to take you out to begin with, you should just be happy with that.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment.
But here's the thing, she didn't even bother to show some consideration to the guy, to text message him, to call him. Hey, you know what? I'm working a little bit of OT right now. I'm running late. Sorry about that. She had none of that. She literally left this guy waiting for an hour until she can get ready for the date. That's disrespectful right there. Me, hell no, I'm not going to wait 1 hour for any broad to get ready. The most I'll give you, and this is being very gracious, it's 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm taking off. I'm not going to text you, hey, are you coming down? None of that. I'm just going to take off. You're going to be like, hey, yeah, where'd you go? I'm not even going to respond. Because right now what you're doing is you're wasting my time. You're showing me that you're not even into me. And another thing, you're playing a game. Ladies, you got to stop playing these stupid ass games, all right? If you're in this market and you're looking for someone to be with, show some good intention. Put your best foot forward, all right? Because us men, that's what we're doing at the same time. And yeah, yes, we are trying to get laid, all right? That's just what the thing is, all right? Yes, we are trying to have sex with you. But we're also showing good intention at the same time, all right? And by that, what I mean is we want to be impressionable. We want to take you out. That's the thing. Us men, we are traditional in that sense. We want to take you out. But if you don't want to act like you got some damn sense, then no one's just going to put up with it or even be with you. You're going to be single for the rest of your life. Keep playing these stupid ass games. You're going to win a stupid ass prize.
And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
See right there, what he was doing was he actually had a plan. His plan was, okay, I'm going to show up an hour early. All right, we're going to get to know each other before we go to the restaurant because, let's just be honest. If you're going on a first date with someone, it's going to be hella awkward. You just pick them up and then you go to your destination. You don't know anything about, each other other than planning for the date.
I mean,
I'm waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
What the hell is... Oh my god. Okay, look. This shit. I'm flabbergasted on it. You don't look all that good. Even if you did look that good, you're not good enough for the Cheesecake Factory, alright? You're not good enough for free food. Now, I can understand if we took you to McDonald's or like a Burger King or something like that, alright? But this is a restaurant where we actually go, you sit in. I mean, if Olive Garden would have been on the table, shit, even Olive Garden is a good place to eat, all right? I'm just going to put it right, Golden Corral, shit like that. All right, look, you're eating for free, all right?
There's nothing wrong.
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that.
No.
I can tell it's not going to be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did. And, big ups to this guy for putting his fucking foot down because he decided to end the date right then and there, She let it be known to him that, oh, look at me. I look too good to be eating at the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know. How about we flip the script on this? Ladies, would it be possible that you would wait for someone for an hour? I mean, just think about it. Would you wait for an hour when you went to go pick someone up? And when you got to the place, the guy looks at you and he goes, "Oh, no, I can't eat here." And you're like, "Why not?" "Girl, are you kidding me? You see how big this dick is?" "Girl, look, I got a big dick, okay? And let me tell you, I don't eat at this restaurant. I eat over here, alright?" How would you feel if he said something like that? It's the same thing as this woman going, "Oh, I look too good." Well, to the guy, he's like, "Hey, you know what? I got too much of a big dick to be eating over here." It sounds ridiculous, right? Because it is. You can't keep having these expectations of men to just put up with their bullshit and just let it ride, and just for the hopes of having a sexual encounter with you. I mean, believe it or not, at the end of the day, we do want something for our time and effort. We do want something. But if it keeps coming to this monetary thing, when it just comes to the money, like I said, you might as well just put up your price up front. Tell the man how much you're worth an hour, and just take the money and just call it a day. I mean, there's no harm in that.
Yeah, I'm up.
So, you just want to call it a night? I mean, Isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
He was out of the parking space.
If I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
So,
my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
And you see that right there? She tried her strongest card in this situation. Oh, I look too good to be eating here. And then, he was like, you know what? Nah, I'm just going to take you home. Oh, really? Well, can't we compromise? Well, that was the compromise. The Cheesecake Factory was the compromise, okay? And she was too good for it, so he just decided to end the date. And then she's like, well, are you sure? Well, yeah, he's absolutely sure. I would have been sure the moment she didn't want to get out of the car. I just would have, all right, you know what? I'm just going to take you back. And that's being nice, all right? Because a lot of dudes, they just be like, all right, you know what? Get out. You're basically saying my money isn't good enough to put on you. Which is it? The guy doesn't make enough money, or his money's not good enough for you? It doesn't make any sense.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
And of course, she's gonna say you're gonna do what you're gonna do because she knows she wouldn't put up with that bullshit. There's no way in hell she put up with that bullshit. Nope, not even a little bit. But I mean, hey, she dug her own grave on this one. She got nobody to blame for herself. She tried to strong arm him by saying, "Oh no, you're gonna take me to another place," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm taking you home." And then she backpedaled. "Oh well, are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I am sure." Okay, okay, yeah, I understand. And you know what gets me about this whole thing? Even though she said, "Okay, yeah, I understand. I was late," she never said sorry. She never said I'm sorry. And that would have made a huge difference right there. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys next time. Late.